guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are not playing with makeup today. I'm basically just gonna give you a little room tour and a little makeup collection, what I have. Maybe not so much a room tour because my room is like literal filth and it's really small, and I share it with my fiance. Like, this is my makeup side and then over there is his gaming side. So we kind of just split this room down the middle, but a lot of stuff is like on the floor everywhere, and I really don't want you guys to see that. A couple videos ago, I told you guys to like the video if you wanted me to do a makeup collection, so that's why I'm doing this. Just a little fair warning, I do not have the biggest makeup collection as most YouTubers. I have to buy my own makeup. I don't get sent PR or anything like that. So my collection is still growing, so still small, but that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with a small collection. You use what you have, that's what I do, and then sometimes I go a little crazy and I spend a little bit too much money. Like, I just ordered another palette from Beauty Bay, and I just have no self-control. But Beauty Bay has cheap palettes, so I don't even want to hear it. But anyways, I'm just going to show you, this is all my makeup that I have. It's back behind me at all times. So we are just going to flip the camera around and then go through everything that I have. Okay, so just starting off over here, I got this drawer from Amazon. I think it was like $30, but I wanted to buy it because the drawers are really deep and it can hold like a lot more stuff than my other one that we'll get to. So just going row by row, I guess. The first two drawers right here are just glitter. These ones are chunky glitters that I bought off Amazon. I think they're mostly for like nail designs and stuff like that. But I ended up buying these. They're really pretty. I try not to use them that much because they're really not eye safe. So don't really want to cut your eyeballs open. And then in this drawer, I got these off of bulkglitters.com. These ones right here, they're like 50 cents a jar. And then I have two Makeup Geek sparklers. These were some of the first glitters that I ever bought, and I've never used them, but I just keep them because I love Marlena. I think she's like one of the best people in the world. And I don't know, they're just like sentimental, you know? And then in this right here, I just have some NYX glitters that I don't really use all that much. There's nothing wrong with them. I just have so much glitter that I just hardly ever reach for these. But they live in here because it just seems like a pretty spot for them to live. And then in this drawer is where I keep some of my liquid lipsticks. I'm more of a liquid lipstick type of person than an actual lipstick person. I still have like regular lipsticks, but I just prefer liquid. So in here I have some like Anastasia. I have some Kylie ones, some Morphe. I have some KVD liquid lipsticks. I have some ColourPop lippy pencils. These are really good. They're super creamy and they're like $6, so you can't really beat that. I have a Fenty Beauty one in here. This is from Storybook Cosmetics. This is a pretty good lipstick. It's the only product that I own from this company, so. I have some Lime Crime, some Colored Rain. I have these Maybelline ones, and I'm going to be honest, these aren't my favorite. I think they're kind of, I don't know, they just seem to not dry down properly, and I feel like they're just like really sticky. I don't know. I keep wanting to like just try them and love them, but it's really hard. But that's pretty much the brands and stuff that I have in this one. And then this is my lip gloss drawer mostly, except some liquid lipsticks are in here just because they won't fit in this one. So I have a Morphe, ColourPop, I have Marc Jacobs, I have a Buxom. My friend actually gave me these ones. These are liquid lipsticks, but they don't fit in this one, so they live here. I have this really cool Stila one. It's like dark with like purple reflex. It's really pretty. I have NARS Chelsea Girls. I bought this because Jaclyn Hill raved about it. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I have some Too Faced ones in here that I don't like. I don't like the color of them. Some Tarte lip glosses. I bought these in like a Christmas set. And they're okay. This is like my favorite one, but I hardly ever reach for these. But that's what lives in this drawer. And then this one is just lip liners. It's mostly NYX lip liners in here. I have some Morphe ones. ColourPop. I think ColourPop has some of the best lip liners ever. They are just so freaking creamy. I have some Milani ones. I have a Kylie one in here. It's just a bunch of random ones, but it's mostly NYX. And then in this drawer, this is home to like my pigments pretty much. So these pigments back here, these are all from Makeup a Murder. All of their products are like crime scene products, you know, like this is like a poison bottle. But these are the pastel ones. They're like UV reactive. They're so pretty. And then these two, they're not pastel, but they have like sparklies in it. They're glittery. And that one just opened. Oh my gosh. We're just going to act like that never happened, okay? Okay. And then I have my Sheen Epic liners in here. I use these in my graphic liner video. Didn't really like the way the look came out, but these are so freaking cool. They're water activated, so you just have to spritz some water in there, mix it up, and then you're good to go. They're super pigmented. They literally just go right over black. So, I mean, these are so worth it. They take forever to get here if you are in the States. It's so worth the wait. They're so good. I have my Sample Beauty pigments down here. These have this brand has some of the best pigments ever. My favorite one right now is Arctic, just because it's like a snowy type of vibe. It's so pretty. And then this row is just my ColourPop eyeshadows. This is like my favorite one. This is called Coconut. It's a blue, but it's like shimmery reflex. It's so freaking pretty. I love it. And then this one right here is another one of my favorites. This is called Ripple. It's purple, but it has like blue and pink reflex in it. Gorgeous. So that is all that lives in this little organizer right here. So if we move over to the left, I have some more things. Okay, so over here, this is the other organizer I was telling you guys about. The drawers just aren't that deep. But on top, this is where I keep all of my like Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks, or just any lipstick packaging that I think is really pretty and I want it displayed. I'm not going to go through every Jeffree Star liquid lipstick I have because we would literally be here forever. But it's mostly that. I have a Dose of Colors one right here. I have a Sugar Pill one, MAC, Anastasia, Morphe, Milani, Gerard Cosmetics. Those pretty much just live here because I really like the packaging. And then in the top drawer, this is just where I keep like my liners and stuff. There's really nothing exciting about this drawer. It's just liners and mascaras. I have like my LA Girl Neon Shockwave liners in here because they're like the best neon liners, mascara, all kinds of stuff. I keep my dip brows in here just so I know where they are. And then these I actually need to throw away because they're actual garbage. I hate these things. They are not good at all. They're the NYX Vivid Brights cream liners, and they're just so dry. It's just not good. But this drawer is pretty boring. There's nothing exciting in here. And then this one is my home for my Stila glitters and then my e.l.f. glitters. The e.l.f. glitters are like a total dupe for Stila ones, but I mean, I still love my Stila ones because they're just so freaking good. The best e.l.f. one, I think, is this one right here. It's called Flirty Birdie. And that one is like a dupe for the Stila Eternal one. I got most of these at Marshall's because they sell them in like a 4-pack or like a 3-pack sometimes for like really cheap. So that's how I got these, or else I probably wouldn't pay full price for them because they are very expensive. But this is where they live. And then in this drawer, this is just where my concealers are. I have my Morphe one, another Morphe one. I use this for my cut creases so that way my eyeshadows will pop because it's just like a pure white shade. I have my Juvia's Place one. That's really good. My ColourPop e.l.f. This one's really good. It's hydrating camo. I have 2 LA Girl ones. I use these for contouring. Mostly this one, never this one because it's not dark enough. My Revlon Candid that I used to use to prime my lids. My Huda Beauty. And then 2
It concealers. These are really, really thick. So I use these on days where like I just want to cover up like a really bad pimple or something. So those live in here. And then in this drawer, this is just where I keep like my Urban Decay glitters. So I'm still collecting, but they're very expensive. Like these ones are like $22 and these ones are like $20. So these are the glitter gels. This one's in Party Monster and this one's in Distortion. I love Distortion so much. I use this like all the time. It's perfect. And this one, I really love the color of it, but for some reason, I always have a hard time applying it. Like I feel like it just kind of bunches up and gets like all crummy looking. I don't know what it is. If you have Party Monster, let me know if you have the same problem. And then these are just the glitter liners. There's Midnight Cowboy. There's this pink one. What is this one? Grind or Grid? This one's called Grind. This is Gunmetal. This one's so cool. It's like a black silver glitter. It's dope. I use this in one of my haunted videos. And then we have Pyro, which is pretty much like Distortion, but in smaller glitter form. And then I just keep my NYX glitter glue in here so I just know where it is at all times. And then this drawer is just basically like my tools that I use every day. So I have like my lip liner, sharpener here. I have some clippers. This is to pick up like gems and stuff. I keep my hairpins in here, tweezers, glue, my little eyebrow razor to touch up my brows. And yeah, that's it for this little organizer. This one's kind of boring except for the glitter rows. You know, those are the good ones. So moving on. Okay, so right next to my little organizer, I have my little spinny thing over here. My fiance actually got this for me for my birthday. And I used to have like a bunch of makeup stacked up into it, but then it just started to get like really disorganized. So now I just keep my foundations and my primers in here. So this is like my pumpy foundations, like ones with a pump or something. I have my Milani one, my Pure 4-in-1. This is like one of my favorites. My Huda one, I love this foundation, but the god-awful smell is just atrocious. Dose of Colors, Maybelline, Makeup Revolution. I did not like this one. I thought it was really drying. L'Oreal Infallible. I did not like that one. I thought it had like this weakest coverage ever. And then I have an 0 for 1 back here that was okay. So I have this liquid, this Catrice liquid coverage one. This is a good one. It's just too dark for my skin right now. I have this Wet n Wild one. I used to wear this all the time and I actually just repurchased it and I'm like falling back in love with it again. Juvia's Place, one of the most full coverage foundations in the world. L'Oreal Pro Glow, NYX, Born to Glow, the IT Cosmetics, a Too Faced one, my NARS, Marc Jacobs, LA Girl, just all kinds of random stuff. Foundation isn't really like that exciting, so that's why I'm kind of just breezing through it. And then over here is where I keep my primers. My e.l.f. Jelly Pop is like my ride or die. I love this one. I have my two e.l.f. ones. This is the poreless one, and then on the bottom is my luminous one. My Milk Makeup Blur Stick, my Revolution Pro Blur Stick, my Fenty, and then back here is just the Tatcha Dewy Setting Mist. And then I have this little Benefit Professional one, super cute. And then over here, there's another primer. I don't know why he's over here. I don't like him. He can go up here. This is just random stuff that I haven't found a home for. So this is a Jeffree Star Liquid Frost. I actually bought this in the wrong shade. This is in the shade Frozen Peach. Didn't mean to buy him in the wrong shade, but it happened. That's why I don't use him. My Neon Pigments that I absolutely love and used to use on my channel all the time. A toner, and then just like a MAC oil face remover thing. But yeah, that's all that lives on this top side of my makeup stations. Okay, so this is my Alex, how many drawers is it? 5 drawers. I got this at IKEA like everybody else does, and I didn't realize when I bought it that this was like the thing for all YouTube people. I actually got this years ago before I even was like really into YouTube and stuff like that. But this is the only one I have. It was supposed to be a desk, but I never ended up buying it. So let's go into the first drawer. Okay, so in the top drawer, ignore this chair and stuff over here. Okay, just ignore that. But in this top drawer, this is where I keep like my lashes and just little doodads, you know. I have my merch stickers in here because I need to start putting them on things. But I just have some lashes. These are the Makeup Murder. I have Colored Rain in the style Bossy. These are so good. They're like super fluffy and just dramatic. Just some like Ardell ones mostly. Just a bunch of like extra little lashes. And then I have like these little charms that I got off Amazon. They're so cute. Some of them are like little skulls, flowers. I know it's kind of hard to see them like in the packaging, but just believe me when I say that they are really, really cute, and I'm hoping to do a video with them soon. I just have some little gems in here. I have all different colored ones, and then I have different sizes of like the silver ones. Also got these on Amazon. And then my friend Sierra, I was at her house the other night, and she loaded me up with a bunch of glitter. So these are all the glitters that she gave me. They're so pretty. There's one glitter in here that I'm so excited to try. Oh, it's this color right here. Is that not the most beautiful glitter you've ever seen? It's so pretty. But she just gave me a bunch of glitters, and I'm really excited to try this orange one too. I actually just purchased Trixie Mattel glitters, and they're in my room. I forgot to put them in here. I need to do that. But I have Trixie Mattel ones too. This is just a book of lashes that I got off Amazon. They're faux mink, and I think they were like $13 for these. You get 5 styles, and you get 4 styles and then 5 pairs each. They're really easy to apply. They're really soft, and they're really fluffy. I love these. They have like different styles you can do too. I just got these ones, but these are really, really good. If you're on the hunt for some lashes, try Amazon because they're bomb. This is just my Evian water mist, and then I have a setting spray in here that I don't really like to use because I feel like it really messes up my eyeshadow looks. I don't know what it is. And then just this little UV light in here for my UV reactive pastel liners. So that's all that lives in this drawer. And then this one just holds like all of my powders, blushes, highlighters, bronzers. I'm not going to go through each one because it's a lot. Most of them I use on my channel all the time. I just have Coty, Makeup Revolution, Lancome. I have my Makeup Revolution shimmering face powders. You guys have seen me use those before. My Huda Beauty Tantor. All kinds of just random stuff in here. And then this is my home to my highlighters and my blushes. So I have my tried and true Coty Airspun one in here, Ofra, Makeup Revolution, Too Faced. I have some Tarte blush stacks right here, some ColourPop highlighters, my Becca blushes, all kinds of random stuff in here. I have my Anastasia loose translucent powder that I've been loving. And then in the back, this is just like my face palettes. So I have my Morphe bronzer in Icon that I absolutely love. My Makeup Revolution one. This one's really good. My Makeup Revolution and Soph highlight palette. This is like an iconic favorite. Everyone loves this because it's amazing. Then I have this Juvia's Place blush palette that I've used on my channel a ton. And then I have this Anastasia cream contour palette that I don't like. I've only ever used this row. And I don't like any of these shades. I feel like they just look muddy and disgusting on my skin. I don't even know why I still have it, but I do. So getting into the palettes now. Ooh. Let me lower you guys and sit on the floor so we can get an up close look. Okay, so this drawer is my first drawer of palettes. So I really don't want to go through all of them, but I just have some ColourPop ones right in here. My favorite one is the Blow and Smoke palette just because it's just so freaking good. And then this middle shade right here is gorgeous. Look at that. Just no effort at all. It's just instantly perfect. I have the Just My Luck, the Blue Moon, the Orange You Glad, and I have the Sweet Talk palette. I have my Juvia's Place Berries palette. I didn't like this one. The colors are really, really pretty, but I just had a hard time working with them, which is really weird because Juvia's Place has some of like the best quality of eyeshadows, but I just really struggled with this palette for some reason. And then I have my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault ones. I only have 3 of them. I'm missing the green one. I have Bling Boss, Armed and Gorgeous, and Ring the Alarm. And then I have this Morphe Glisten Up palette. This was like pressed glitters and then shimmers. I have not used this on my channel yet. I wasn't the biggest fan of the shimmers. I do like the glitters because I love pressed glitters, but the shimmers just were not doing it for me. So, but I still want to play with it and like do a whole video on it. So we'll see. We'll see. And then way back here, I have my Morphe Such a Gem palette. This is like my Holy Grail purple palette. Love her. Not going to go into detail because I've already ranted and raved. I have my Nikki palette with Beauty Bay that she just came out with. I think this palette's really good. I ended up liking it. The shimmers are like outstanding. The Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. This used to be like my Holy Grail palette because I only ever focused on like burgundy colors. But now that I'm kind of branching out into more different colors, this one kind of just sleeps in the drawer. It's a great palette. I just don't really reach for it that much. Oh, my baby, my Carnival XL Pro. You guys already know. I'm not even going to talk about this because you already know. This palette is not mine. My friend Sierra let me borrow it because I did not purchase this palette. But when I was at her house the other day, she brought it out and she was like, here, take it home and play with it. So I haven't played with it yet, but it's a really gorgeous palette. Like those shimmers are calling my freaking name. So Sierra, just know I'm keeping your palette nice and safe. Yeah, it's a really pretty palette. I mean, say what you will about Jeffree, but you can't deny this is a good palette. And then I have the original Jaclyn and Morphe palette. This one is well used. It's very messy and gross. And then I just have 2 other Morphe palettes back here that I do not use. This is the 3502 palette. I only bought it for the second row of all those bright like reds and stuff, but I never use this anymore. And then this is the 35R palette. My mom actually ended up buying this for me for my birthday one year. I know it's a neutral palette, like who am I? But back in the day, I was a neutral type of gal, and now I'm not. But I used to use this palette religiously every single day. And now I just keep him in here because it's sentimental to me and I won't get rid of him, but I just don't use him anymore. And then this is my last drawer of palettes. These are the kind of like my bigger, taller palettes that I have. So in the back, I have my Makeup Revolution and Patricia Bright's palette. This is a good palette, but I just don't ever really reach for it that much. I'm trying to keep my camera from falling because it's like super top heavy right now. It's a great palette. It's really pretty and it blends out okay, but I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I just don't get any like inspiration when I look at this, so it just lives in here. Another Juvia's Place palette. This is the Warrior 3 palette. Huge, huge pans. It's a pretty palette. I'm just having a hard time finding like a color story with it. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to have to like use this with other palettes. But I have played with it off camera and the pigment is amazing. It's really good. I have my Morphe Maddie Ziegler palette, my Amazon Colorboard palette. I did a whole review on this palette and this one. So if you want to see reviews on these two, then I will have them linked in the description down below. These are my Jeffree ones. These are the only ones I have. This is my Conspiracy. Everyone's seen that. Blue Blood. Everyone's seen that. And my Blood Sugar one. Blue Blood, at first, when he launched this, I was like, oh, those shades are very pretty, but I'm never going to wear blue on my eyes. Now it's like the only thing I ever wear is freaking blue. I love it. And then I just got this one. I have not done a review on it yet, but I'm going to. This is the Pure and Raw Beauty Christy palette. I've used this off camera and I love it. So you get your colorful side and then you flip it over and you get your neutral side. And I'm not going to lie, when I use this, I honestly use this side. I have not I've swatched this side, but I haven't actually put it on my eyes and used it. But just solely from the neutral side, the pigment is really, really great. The shimmer shades are beautiful too. I think this middle shade right here would be such a good like highlight shade. I don't know. It's just so pretty and so like champagne-y. Ugh, I love it. Good job, Christy. I freaking love her. Even if I didn't like this palette, I was still going to buy it because it's Christy. I have my Anastasia and Norvina Volume 1 palette. I love this palette. It's so good. I use this a lot, actually, off camera and on camera. The only thing is that it's really expensive. It's like $60, and it's kind of hard to like justify $60, but it is a really, really good palette. So if you're in the market and you just have a free $60, then this is a good palette to buy. And then I have my Beauty Bay 42 Bright Matte palette. I've used this on my channel. I've done a full review on it. It's wonderful. I love this so much. I find myself reaching for this every time I do my makeup now, and I'm trying not to. But it's beautiful. You get like every shade in the freaking rainbow with this, and they blend out amazing, and they are so pigmented. Like I said, I did a whole review on it, so if you want a detailed review, then you can watch that video. My Carnival 3 palette, of course. We all know how I feel about this one. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. We all know I love her. We're not going to talk about it. And then my last one is my Beauty Bay and Mitchell palette. I'm not going to open it because a lot of shades have broken in here and I don't know how. When I first used this palette, I broke a couple of shades, but now there's like 2 more in there that are broken. And I haven't even used this palette in a long time. So I don't know how they got broken, but they are. So he just lives at the very bottom, so nothing bad happens. And then this bottom drawer, this is just nothing. It's just like random junk. We're not even going to go through that. But I think that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. All right, guys. So that is it for my makeup collection. I told you guys it wasn't that much. But it's going to change, okay? I'm going to stock up and get some good stuff soon, all right? So that is all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I feel like my camera is crooked right now. That's weird. If it's crooked, I'm sorry. But don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social links. Those will be in the description box down below. And I have nothing else to say except I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye!